I don't know what the hell I just watched. The halftime show sucked. I have no idea what the fuck I just watched. Didn't know a damn song. What the hell was that? That is the worst halftime show I've seen in 50 years.
Why would you say that? Now I can tell you plenty over the 59 Super Bowls that have been aired. I can see plenty that I clearly didn't like. Let's continue. Next.
I was waiting for a message in the halftime show, and at the very end, I was like, babe, what is it? And she goes, we're being played by the United States. Look at the game controllers. It's game controller symbols. Yeah, I'm not a gamer, but you know what I mean. There are game control symbols in the United States, the people making up the colors of our flag. We're being played, United States.
Oh, my love. It was not the people making up that flag. It was black people making up that flag. And there were a multitude of symbols that were in there. And it had nothing to do with you. By the way, United States is not playing you. You played yourself. Yeah. Let's continue. Next.
The Super Bowl halftime show was as demonic as ever. Case in point with all of the symbols that they showed throughout this halftime performance. Case in point, near the end of the performance, they flashed the word game over. So what could that mean? Because this was also an American themed type show. And that's not all, because they also flashed the words warning wrong way. Again, what could they be telling us with these words in the crowd? And of course they had to flash one of their favorite signs and their symbols, and this sign and symbol also looks like this right here. If you know, you know, but they sure do love their pyramids. So it is no surprise that this show was as demonic as ever. Even Samuel L. Jackson had to flash a certain hand sign. And again, if you know what this means. This has to do with the 666. So once again, this halftime show was as demonic as ever. People really need to wake up.
Well, honey, if you know, you know. Yeah. Well, I guess he don't know. And neither did the other two. You know. Second lady cracks me up. She say, we're being played. The people are making up the flag. No, dear. You should have looked closer. You know, it's sort of like Pig Latin. Back in the day when we didn't want anybody to really know what we were talking about, but there were some people who would know what we were talking about if they understood the language. You see, we create languages in all different types of ways. Sometimes we want you to know. Sometimes we letting you know we know. And sometimes we talking to each other. And we understand it, young and old. Yeah, honey. I remember when they tried to come up with a Ebonics book. Folks always trying to figure out what we talking about. Folks always trying to figure out what is it that they saying. Folks always want to know. And then there are some folks that always want to be inclusive and act like they just know. Like he said, if you know, you know. And then like I say, if you don't know, just go ahead and have a seat. Because some things just ain't meant for you to know. You understand? Yeah. So this was the best halftime show I have seen in a really long time. A really long time, if ever. Honey, that was bad. That was bad. I mean, there's probably one other that I really appreciated. And it was by Beyonce some years ago. And she was dressed up resembling the Panthers. See, like he said, if you know, you know. You understand? And the strength and everything that's coming up out of that. You understand? So he says people better wake up. We have. Power to the people. Peace.